Hi guys, it's Maverick.
JoJo on the radio.
Here, let's be real, and today we're talking about the Rio Olympics.
Well, we all know that's going on right now. Just saying.
Today it was announced that the Olympic diving pool at the Rio Olympics was green.
Yeah, I don't think the water is supposed to be that green. I'm not a pool person, but I don't think the coloration is supposed to be that color.
So, according to the Rio staff members, the pool ran out of the chemicals to balance the pH level, resulting in a greenish coloration of the water. They say that it's completely safe for the swimmers to get into, but what would your reaction really be?
How is it safe to be getting into it when these are the same people who claim the swimming in the outdoor is just as safe? I mean, come on. You have to make sure you wrap up your bandages or whatever, cuts or whatever, to get in the water. And you also have to limit your time in there and take a shower right afterward. So these are the same people we have to trust. I mean, come on now. I don't really trust them that much, but seriously, really? We're still in the pool. So we're just going to the other side now let's go to the swimming. And to one of my favorite person that's been swimming, because I've been watching him since 2004, maybe, give or take. I'm dating myself. Michael Phelps. I mean, what drama has not followed this guy?
From doping in past years to
retiring, coming
back.
I mean,
having a baby.
Congratulations to him first on that.
Yeah.
I mean, I gotta say, hey, if smoking weed is bad, but yet you win that many gold medals, then hey, I'd be smoking it too and winning gold medals. I'm just saying. I'm just probably saying what a lot of people have also stated on their defense for smoking weed. I'm just saying. But don't do it, kids. Just saying.
Say no.
Just unless say no. Your congressman has legalized it, but then make sure you're within the limits. Okay.
There you go. So his first set of weirdness was from his so-called bruises.
Oh my god, don't even get me started on that one. The whole cupping incident that people were freaking out about. It's cupping, people. It's therapy.
Mm-hmm.
Move on.
And did you not think that it was going to be oh, this perfect, symmetrical bruises? Where did he get this from?
I don't know. I wish I got symmetrical bruises.
Perfectly, circular and symmetrical, all across his shoulders.
Jesus.
Later on, he starts doing this whole death stare type thing.
Oh, the getting in the zone, zone phase. Oh, he's always had the little getting in the zone phase, but yet it got taken to the extreme. And thank you, Internet, for adding more memes to it. I must add. The warm-up, they were in the I don't even know what you call it, because it's not a green room. It's like a warm-up room, I guess you would call it. You're the swimmer. I guess you're in a warm-up room before you go out to swim or something.
That was a summer we weren't that fancy.
When I competed, I was never that fancy either, but still. But no, he was in the warm-up room, and he was basically doing what Michael Phelps does, is listening to his music, getting in the zone. Because he doesn't do any stretches. He doesn't. He's already done his stretches, and he's just getting in the mind frame, listen to the music, all that stuff.
Yeah, he doesn't do his Michael Phelps arms until he gets onto the ball.
Yep, that's the only time you see him do any form of stretches. He does it right there. But no, it was the opponent, I believe from South Africa, who beat him in the butterfly. What's it? The butterfly. Yeah, the butterfly, the 200-meter butterfly at the last Olympics in London. Well, he was giving him the massive stare down. I mean, massive stare down. And trying to intimidate him, trying to get in his head. He was shadow boxing, dancing, stretching, all that stuff right in front of Michael Phelps. even the commentators were talking about this. They were like, "What is this guy doing?" Even I was laughing and trying to figure out, what are you doing?
But thanks to the lovely internet, we got some great memes and comparisons from
Amazing.
Michael Phelps' little death stare to his opponent. We have some comparisons with Star Wars and
Tom
like
Grady with the deflate gate. Oh, that's so amazing. Thank you.
Eli Manning's resting bitch face.
Oh, there was also one where his sister compared him to his either his kid or his nephew.
Oh yeah, it was like his baby, and they were both making this
like
face,
squirmy
like,
face.
scrunch up.
Which I'm
like,
sorry,
like
a 3-month-old, like a 3-month-old baby is so not doesn't even know what's going on, but they're always gonna have a grumpy face because I think they have to go to the bathroom or be fed.
Fine.
What's next? We're gonna butcher your name, so fair warning. No offense. Sorry, not sorry, but still, I have my actual name gets butchered all the time. So suck it up, Buttercup. Move on.
So we're talking about Yulia Efimova of the Russian swim team. So she was shaded by basically everybody then, but especially by Lily Keene, a USA Olympic swimmer right now. She placed first in her semifinal, and then immediately after Efimova placed first in her semifinal as well. And Efimova did this little like number one thing, like, oh, I'm number one, I got first, blah blah blah. And then Lily Keene did the same number one when she got out of her semifinal.
Well, she also
Waving
did it
it around.
backstage too. She wagged it like, no, no, no,
Yeah.
no, backstage.
So in an interview, she said, quote, "You wave your finger number one and you've been caught drug cheating. I'm not a fan." So Lily Keene just really just called out Efimova directly right here, calling out on her past with doping and being caught with it.
I'm not a big fan of that, of somebody doing that, but she tried defending herself in a conference afterward, stating that she doesn't know the whole story, and that was Efimova. Sorry, I know I'm still butchering names. And she told the media that Keene doesn't know the whole story. That if a drug comes out that 6 months later it gets banned, you have 6 months to get clean. But they start doing tests like 2 months afterward, 2 or 3 months afterward. That drug is still going to be in your system, and you're still going to test. You're going to pop for it. Honestly, doesn't matter. You should know ahead of time already, because they have a list of what you can and can't take. From what I've heard, the health and wellness list is already given out to the athletes. They know what they can and can't take.
Mm-hmm.
So you should already be ahead of time following that. So I don't know. For me, it's one of those. There's really no excuse. Sorry, not sorry. I love this. I love Olympics. Sorry, it's my pastime since summer.
It's too bad it's only once every 5 months. Well, every 2 years. But winter, I don't. It's not as much.
I prefer summer over the winter
I do
because
too.
there's not much fun stuff except bobsled and skeleton.
Plus, we're from Texas, so most of the Summer Olympic games that are in the Summer Olympics we've actually done or have like participated in somewhat. Whereas all the Winter Olympics ones were just like, I'm okay,
I can't wear your outfits.
So there's a lot of interesting things happening in the gymnastics arena.
They're so cute. I have to admit, though, is that I put in the words that they're just adorable. And Allie was just on top of her game of being adorable when she went over in China, who seriously looks like they have like 9-year-olds doing their gymnasts for them. And they just all came like running over to her and like, hey. They were all congratulating her for her floor exercise.
It all started with just one though, like one person, one
It
of the
only
Chinese
takes
girls,
one.
and
It
then they
only
all
takes
just
one.
like followed suit and just started like congratulating
And
and like
by
hugging.
the third or fourth one, she's like, "Okay, I'll give you a hug." And that was just cute and really good sportsmanship. So good job there.
Yeah, so Simone came running off of the floor and literally pushed the cameraman out of the way so that
Like,
she could go hug her
move!
teammates. Ooh, bitch. Then they all kept getting in their way still, like when they were
It was
trying to like stand. They were trying to find like a good place or something like that to stand to
yeah,
like celebrate or whatever.
yeah,
And they kept having to move around because like the cameramen
yeah,
were
because
like blocking their view of the scoreboard.
yeah, they wanted to celebrate. Oh, what else on the team? Oh, Gabby. She just had that classic RBF face the whole time. I know she didn't qualify for the all around because of her points, but it's just support your team. At least look like you're having fun. You look like you got
Yeah.
dragged to like mandatory fun day or something for work. Well, it is work, but still.
Yeah. And then I was pretty disappointed with how during the national anthem of whenever they did the gold medal ceremony, all of her teammates had their hand on their heart, and then all the teammates had their hand on their heart, and then Gabby was just standing there.
She was like, oh yeah, and had her like cocked.
She seemed a little bitter there.
Yeah, I know she talks about how happy she is, but did you really? Your body language did not reflect it. Honey, 80% of conversation is done through body language. Yours was speaking very loudly of an unhappy camper. Just saying. You were very unhappy. Final five is because the Olympics is changing to. I don't really know the full extent of it. I just heard about it last night, and that is basically there's no longer going to be 5 people competing. It's going to be 4. So 5 personnel is going to be cut. It's going to be 4, and also it is head coach Martha's last year competing for the U.S. Olympic team. And her and her husband are pretty much gymnastics legends. I mean, complete legends within the gymnastics communities dating back to the 70s.
So that final 5.
It was a good send off. They're the last.
They're Martha's last 5, and then they're also the last 5 team members that's going to be in the U.S. team.
Yep. I remember when we had the Magnificent 8. Now we're going down to
now we're going down to
4.
Fantastic 4. No, I think that's copyrighted.
Hopefully yeah, it's copyrighted by Marvel. But hopefully, if we do that, hopefully it's better than the actual movie that came out. If that happens, hopefully it's better. It sucked. Don't waste your dollar on it. One of the Ukraine athletes, Maxim Semenikiv. I'm sorry, I know I'm butchering your name. Hey, at least I got the first name right. Either way.
Of the Ukraine. Yeah.
He's personally, nobody knows why just yet. They're trying to investigate. He's under like investigation in the Olympics right now for like why he's doing this, but he is like throwing his meats. He's in like the team all around. He's like throwing his meats like he's doing. He's personally scratching.
So I have a hard time understanding what scratching really is. So can you explain scratching to me?
It is basically, for the people who don't know, it is basically when you salute the judges. You give the whole little hand salute, whatever, and you walk up to the equipment, you touch the equipment and you either hop on it or whatever, then you just hop off of it. And then you salute the judges again and you walk off. It is basically equivalent to giving somebody the middle finger.
Now
right now, the only excuse that is being given is that he's injured his hand, he can't put his full weight on it, and they can't find him a replacement. But yet, you have an alternate. You have to take an alternate with you. And it is in the rule books that you have an alternate, therefore just in case. But yet Ukraine is stating that they didn't have time, they can't do it. They're pretty much doing exactly what the athlete's doing and giving the middle finger to everybody in the Olympic community.
Yeah, so too soon to tell whether he's doing this as like a bitter move against the team or whether he's actually is injured. And
well, the last time something like this happened was in water polo, and that was in the last Olympics, and that was like 3 players that did this, and they have been banned from the sport. So we don't know quite yet if that's going to be that extreme, but we're waiting to find out.
And then lastly, we have a Dutch gymnast named Yuri van Gelder.
Yeah, he got kicked out and sent home. That has to suck.
And when he knew, he was
partying. And apparently he made the finals for individuals or whatever for his team. In his event, he went out to celebrate. He let them know he was going out to celebrate, and as soon as he came back, he got told he had a plane ticket waiting for him. This is just kind of funny. It's like, hey, I won! Yay! And now we're going home. We gotta give kudos to France for their athlete, as if y'all haven't heard, and was it the opening part for his event, took the vault, landed, and broke his leg. Kudos to you.
I wish you the best.
Yeah. And to all of our other athletes, good luck. Everyone competing, remember the game spirit.
Bye. Thanks for tuning in to Let's Be Real.
Till next time.